Our Energy Matters with Anthony Manna and Dena Marie. Aloha.
Aloha, hello, Dena Marie. It's good to see you again. And it's good to be here sharing our passage.
Our frequencies.
Yes, our frequencies and being on the same frequency. That came up in a conversation, didn't it? And just because, see, every time I meet you, I have just spent, quite a few hours inside my let's say my Bible of the day, which is Our Energy Matters, the art of crystal reading. Learn how to manifest your heartfelt intentions. It's becoming less new to me, but it's not a place that I ordinarily went to. I didn't understand chakras and crystals, and coming into it is like, I almost feel like I keep coming back to the word threshold. Every time I approach it, I stand on a threshold. Oh, well, that's what I write about. Should I read that right now? Okay, because I think all of a sudden it becomes real, doesn't it, when I start writing? Because we should tell our viewers, hello out there, and also buongiorno to all my Italian friends, good day. That we get together and I read your book and I write because of it. When I leave behind the hokum, humdrum, yawning realm of my worried, ragged self, the self of mine held hostage by disappointment or freakishly demented, loud, should-would demands, or fear of failing my writerly persona's intentions and expectations. Are they deviled, fabricated, pseudo-real? And I enter Dena Marie's peaceable kingdom, her jewel of a book with the oracle title, Our Energy Matters, the Art of Crystal Reading, where seekers of curative, true truth, selfhood, like me, will learn how to manifest their heartfelt intentions. Intentions. And I think about that all the time now, and I never did before. What is my intention for the day? Lately, it's been to love my son more. Lately, it's been to call my ex-wife and tell her that we're all fine, and I wish her well. I rejoice in a soul dance, slip sliding into a realm sustained, ordered, blessed by heart, soul, mind, spirit, healing, sanctified by Dena Marie's, she's Lady Grace in my estimation, her marveled alchemy, magical yet practical, celestial yet earthbound, practiced practical divinations of transformative, creative, spirited restoration. But I must listen, observe, follow the crystallized manifestations of soul-bound wakefulness, honesty, beneficence. If only I unbind my chakras, truth, condition, telltale telling, vitalized energy, and move to honor the signposts of health giving, the chakra sacrament of holy wonder, opening to a fully lived life in harmony with self and selves. If only I heed Lady Grace's wisdom, seasoned by her perseverance, openness of mind, exacting experiments, more and more deep learning, loving kindness, and laughter. Well, listen up. Here's one piece of wisdom. From her book, we did not come here to conform and be like anyone else. We are here to fulfill our purpose and our lives according to our own personal missions. Boy, that is so freedom giving. Thank you. Live written backwards spells evil. My definition of evil is not being true to oneself. It is never too late to be born again and become our own parents, giving ourselves everything that we need to truly live. And she puts live, L-I-V-E, in big, bold, fat letters. Here's another one. This one, every time I read this passage, I want to memorize it. We are the co-creators of our own reality. Do you remember this? We are spiritual beings living in the physical world. This is precisely the reason our intentions, here we go again, are so important. They are truly our thoughts, prayers, waiting to manifest into the physical world. And I think the thing about it is, at first it was almost like esoteric, and then I'm realizing, no, it's like being nicer to my dog, or making a good meal and giving it to someone or something like that. I mean, it's all so simple. By being consciously connected to our higher selves, each of us can become aware of the divine plan and express it in our own individual ways. When we know our purpose and hold a pure vision of that idea, then we are using the gift of visualization as the divine mind intended. Divine mind. That stayed with me for several hours. By holding this vision within our highest chakras, meditation, it guides us into realizing our full potential and reminds us, on earth as it is in heaven, inspired or in spirit, we are moved to envision, create, and be uniquely ourselves. Who am I? I am I. Everything else is just an illusion. And I walked away from that. I thought, our highest chakras, so much to learn from our energy vortexes, as Lady Grace calls them, our discs that distribute universal life force energy throughout the body. This life energy, or prana, flows down through the top of your head, the crown chakra, through your spine to your pelvic floor, and that is the root chakra. Now folks, flip-flop that alchemy, and when one or more discs fail to spin, become bogged down, overloaded, or damaged, the other components will try and compensate, and the whole system will suffer. All these components need to work in sync with one another in order to maintain balance in our whole bodily and spiritual systems. I want to say now, Lady Grace's remedy: become conscious of our chakra blockages. Becoming conscious allows us to make the necessary changes to heal our past and become whole and free-flowing individuals again. Woven through the tapestry of her book, Dena Marie offers wondrous prescriptions, practical, doable, accessible, healing, corrective solutions for blocked chakras. Here she is, and I'm going to ask her to join. Here she is, the brow. What's a healthy brow, Lady Grace?
Wow. Well, that was a lot, but you lifted my spirits. Thank you. and everything you wrote, I didn't know you were going to read. We talked about prior to this. So it's so magical. And today I made myself go to the gym, and I was reading about your purpose. And that's what it's all about, is what did you come here to do? Your purpose. What is your purpose and your passion? So your brow chakra is your movie. It's the movie you play inside yourself, and then your illusion is out here, right? So what are we focusing on? That's what the brow chakra is. If we're focusing on the beauty of this world, today I started focusing this morning on negative things. And did I want to get out of bed and go to the gym? But then I started focusing on my intentions, which is to be healthier, focused on my blessings. And then I got my butt out of bed. I went to the gym. You and I had a nice conversation, and now I feel like a whole different person. So if I focus on what's broken, we were talking about the news. I do not have television. I haven't had it for 10 years. I haven't really watched it for probably 20. I don't like it. It makes my third eye close, and it's uncontrollable. It's garbage coming in. And what we want to do is, like I said, I'm by myself 14 hours a day, and I like it quiet, or I'm listening to positive music or reading something. So when your third eye is, how do you say it, dirty, right? You're basically driving while blind. And what we need is to set our intentions again, focus on the beauty and what's working in our world. And then you're going to have an intuition. So that is your brow chakra. That's your third eye. That's that small, still voice that tells you to go to the gym, or it tells you to call Anthony Manna every week for a year. It's the one that wants you to succeed. And I have to say that I've been trying to reinvent myself, and I'm waiting for the universe to give me a sign. And they did. And it was yesterday that I made my website about me doing clutter clearing and energy work in homes and helping people have a better environment, because your environment definitely tells me what's going on. And then we were also talking about living your purpose and your passion, and about how some people aren't authentic. And if you go into someone's house, you're actually doing counseling anyway. So I get to do what I love to do. But I kept thinking I was going to go back into teaching one-on-one or doing Reiki sessions, and it didn't feel right. And I didn't get any signs. But today I'm going to Memorial, which I'd love to go through and help people clean out houses after someone passed. I've done that many times, where I get rid of some of the belongings because it's too painful, and I get to counsel the people while we're letting go of things. So now I have a vision, and now I know where I'm going. So now I can move. But your third eye is when the universe gives you signs, and then you know where to go, but you've set your intentions. You've ordered what you want to eat. Now you're waiting for the waitress to bring you the food. If it's exactly what you ordered, you eat it. If not, you send it back. But you have to place the order with the universe, with your crown chakra, then focus on what's working in your life. And then God gives you the green light. And I've got it today.
Yeah. And I think that what's also so important to me in your book, and I could probably turn to that area right now, which is because I mark it and I go to it all the time because it's so helpful, which is prescriptions for the chakras, and when I get to number 5, that's the one we're talking about, right? Yes. 6. Okay. And you say here, first of all, you underline it with the word intuition. So what do you mean there?
Your intuition is your small, still voice. And it's that voice that loves you, and it tells you can do it. But sometimes, let's say you're living unauthentically. It's going to tell you to do something that makes you more authentic. So I don't hang around certain people that I should be hanging out with for my whole life. We were talking about certain family members. They don't fit in my authentic self anymore, but I attract certain people into my life. They're like my family, and I'm more likely to be myself and be more authentic. So the intuition, the more you use it, it's like a muscle, right? But you have to act on it. And it's going to tell you to do random weird things that, it's usually against the grain. So usually against what everyone else is doing. And then all of a sudden you're at the top of the mountain. Everyone's like, oh gosh, Dena, how'd you get there? I listened to my intuition, and you all thought I was crazy a while back. But you know what? I've had family members say, you probably live longer than us and you look much happier. Yeah,
I understand that, because for a certain period of my life, I didn't know it, but I was not following my intuition. I was very much trying, I don't know what, reach out all the time, try to please, try to be normal, and all those manifestations that kept me hidden. You say here, listen to your intuition, write down your dreams, imagine, daydream, fantasize, read positive books, watch uplifting movies, believe in something you can't see. This is so important. It's like, this is like a poem. Guess who it is when the phone rings. That is so cool. See yourself in a brighter future. Brainstorm about yourself and your desires. If you had all the time, money, and freedom, what would you do? Listen to classical music like Mozart. wear purple. Ooh, I'm wearing purple today. I can't believe it. Eat purple foods and breathe. That's so perfect. And breathe, you know, that goes right to my meditation, you know, because that's my meditation is based in you know, Zen Buddhism, and it's breathing is a primary focus of coming back each time to, well, in a way, to your intuition, you know, and to the positivity, and to, you know, kind of like awakening each time in the
And do you remember, to be authentic, do you remember when you first started this journey, would Buddhism have been a path that your family or anyone would have said, yay, go on that path?
God, no.
So there you go. What I used to have 200 pounds of polished stones that I had kids sit in while I did chakra readings with the moms and the dads. And I was a traveling rock star, whatever. But you know what? I invented it. I loved it. I got so much out of it. And I think that that's not normal. It's just not normal. My family thought I was crazy.
Yeah, well,
well.
I think a lot of people would feel the same way about the crystals and how you. I mean, your book over and over again. I'm just reading about people for the colors they chose, for the crystals they chose, and you're reading them because of that, and it's been so illuminating to so many people. You know.
Well, and I could do it with color crayons. So like a 64 box of crayons, I can do a chakra reading. And I was thinking today about the combination. So if your third eye is missing, right? It's missing the rock. And let's say your sacral is missing, that means you're in a relationship and you don't want to see what's going on, right? If you have a throat chakra that's blocked and that's missing, and the heart, maybe someone hurt your feelings and you're biting your tongue because you want to yell at them, but you're still kind of processing what happened. If your root chakra is missing and your crown, that's when I say sit down with yourself, write your intentions, do your brainstorming, because you need to know where to go before you manifest. So really the chakras, it's super easy. You just have to figure out what's missing and the combination of what's missing. And then you do a prescription. So I would say write a letter to that person you can't talk to, burn it, right? You set your intentions. And if your third eye is missing, focus on the beauty of this world. Go out into nature, watch a sunset or a sunrise, and I can guarantee your intuition is going to come back in and you're going to get guidance, which is what we need right now.
Yeah, no, what we need all the time. And no, seriously, I mean, it's so wisely said. Well, that's probably a good place to end, isn't it? Because it's so uplifting. And we've always said that, you know, it's so easy to be negative, you know, or to fall into a kind of negativity. I know I find myself being aware of that more and more now. And I think to myself, no, once I go to the gym, once I meditate, you know, once I go out into the beautiful surrounding woods, you know, tell everybody I live on 8 acres, you know, and it's woods, and the deer go by, you know, and then those little ratty mice that come in and live in my studio.
And I live on 9 acres, and this is so funny how we're so much alike. And God brought you into my life for a reason, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving this ride, and I just invite everyone to come back next week for our Energy Matters with Anthony, Manna, and Dena Marie.
Thank you so much. And if you want to get closer to Dena Marie and her wisdom, listen to her weekly radio show, Lift Your Spirits, on 1150 AM KKNW. Her website is dena-marie.com. My website is Anthony Manna, M-A-N-N-A, AnthonyMannaBooks.com, because you'll go there and you're going to see a lot of stuff, especially for kids, teens. They're reading poetry, books I recommend, etc. It's kind of uplifting in itself, but you're also going to find in the media section my interviews, and one of those interviews is with Dena Marie, as we were getting to know one another. It's been a blessing. Take good care.
Aloha.
Aloha, yeah. All right. I'll see you soon. We'll talk soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.